Right, we have just stuffed the Canaries, we put 4 past them, and now we're going to talk about our next opponent, Fulham. But before we do that, just a little reminder. Subscribe, you get all our stuff absolutely free. It takes no time at all. Do it now. Good. Right, Fulham. We just beat Norwich 4-0. We came back twice to beat Stoke. Have we turned a corner, guys? Dan, what do you think?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's not enthusiastic.
If we have another run of games like we had before the Stoke game, then it's going to be a very, very long season. Hopefully that'll kick us on. And today's result as well. Maybe that's exactly what Moyes needed, was the massive win for us to carry on attacking. Like he didn't look fearful in today's game to just go, right, lads, just go for the goals.
I think Fergie time is coming back. We've gone called Moisey time now. You know, it was a great performance by the lads end of the dash line. I mean, as soon as the substitutions Moyes made was spot on. You know, seeing Chicharito come on, game changer as always. You know, Wayne Rooney showing his class. But the problem, really, honestly, was that the players did not show that instinct. They didn't show it. You know, we saw Luis Nani. You know, I'm a big Nani fan, but he's been really frustrating these past few seasons, and I just hope he comes back. But
I think with Nani, he's frustrating to watch, but it only takes him a minute to be a world-class winger.
Exactly.
Again. You know? It could be one moment of genius.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
it's just frustrating to watch when it's like that.
Personally, I really didn't like how the United fans booed him in that match. You know, I understand that how frustrating it is, but you know,
I think they've been frustrated with him like you have for the past few seasons, since maybe 2007 when we bought him. All of those seasons. Now let's talk about the defence. When we spoke. We did this sort of preview before the Stoke game. We said there were no real threats from Stoke, and it was just as long as their defence was good, they'd be difficult. However, they scored twice against us, and our defence, once again, looked a bit ropey. We got a clean sheet today. Vidic and Rio played. Do you think that's something we can build on against Fulham, or once again, will we be looking maybe a bit shaky at the back?
With us looking ropey, I think it's kind of like maybe the team felt how all the fans did. Like there was no direct threat. We didn't see any threat to our defence. So maybe they were lured into a full sense of security.
Arrogant, do you not think?
Yeah, it's very arrogant, but isn't that a United team? Aren't United arrogant? In general, we play with an arrogant way. We attack arrogantly.
Not this season.
And we will go against the team quite arrogant. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, personally, you know, I think Moisey should change around the rotation. You know, we see Jones and Evans playing, and now we saw the Aberrans, Rio and Vidic playing. I think it'd be really interesting to see like Jones and Ferdinand matching up, or Jones and Vidic. You know, just changing players.
I think Moyes is doing it well though. I think
definitely.
I mean, he's testing the younger players at centre back because Rio's not going to be around forever.
He did against Stoke, you know. Even the Sociedad game, how well Kagawa was playing, you know, as soon as he was bringing on Ashley Young, and I thought he was going to switch up with Kagawa, but as you saw, he brought in Kagawa, put him as a center attacking mid, and brought Chicharito out. You know,
it's still a case of playing with his team more. Maybe
exactly.
Maybe he could have played around with it more in pre-season.
Has he got it cracked now? Does he know what he's doing?
Yeah, I think it'd be harsh enough to say he doesn't know what he's doing. I think he still can find his fit, and obviously he had the League Cup today to do that, to play the younger players. Like Wilfried Zaha got his debut, which a lot of people have been shouting for, and I think he proved Zaha that he's more than capable of going straight into the first team.
You got to give him massive credit for starting his 18-year-old his first competitive debut against Sunderland. You know, and he saved us in that game. You know what David Moyes is so great about. You know, Ross Barkley, Wayne Rooney, they gave. Now Januzaj gave them all these raw young talent at an early age, you know.
Actually, I agree with you. I would say that Moyes hasn't had anywhere near enough credit for having the bottle to keep playing Januzaj and bring him in. Once he got the goals at Stoke, it was easy. At Sunderland, it was easy to put him in the team because all the media and everyone was going, "Oh, Januzaj, you've got to play him." But prior to that, it did take a lot of bottle to bring in this unknown lad, especially when we were in a difficult stage. Now, let's move on. Dan is going to tell us a team he would play against Fulham. Pasha, tell us what you think of it.
I've gone for a 4-4-2, typical English formation there. With De Gea in goal, obviously. We don't want Lindegaard. And then in defence, Raphael, Smalling, Evans, Evra. And then I've gone for Januzaj on the right wing. Carrick, Fellaini, centre mid, and Welbeck on the left. He'll probably play in the centre. He'll probably play in. Yeah. I've only gone for 4-4-2. It could move around. And then, of course, Rooney and Van Persie up front. Yeah. A very stock
definitely.
line.
I mean, personally, you know, I would, instead of Welbeck, he's just coming back from injury. I think he'll be kind of rusty, and this is away from home, and it's a must-win game, you know. I personally, for Welbeck, Valencia, I think that's a great option to put Valencia, honestly.
I think with Valencia though, a lot of fans where I talk to, it's kind of not the same levels of frustration with Nani, but it's almost
No.
there.
Because
he's so inconsistent at times that it's so frustrating to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I think overall our wingers have been horrible to play that.
Yeah, pretty
Going
much.
back to Januzaj,
It's just
is it okay to keep playing him? He is only 18. Do we not need to treat him with kid gloves and sort of bring him in and out of the team rather than playing him every game?
We can't play him enough. I think there's sometimes with youngsters where you're like, all right, now we'll keep them back, which is good because it'll keep them grounded. But if a player is on a run of form, which Januzaj is on at the moment, like he played brilliantly tonight against Norwich, you need to keep that going, even if it's for the good of the team, which it is. We need that player in the wing. He's not scared of taking on defenders. You could almost say Zaha deserves the chance against Fulham as well because he just had no fear attacking.
And the 18-year-old kid all over the field against Norwich tonight, that beautiful curler that he almost scored, And what the thing great about Adnan is that passion he shows in the game. It brings morality to the team. And
I think it's a mixture of passion and lack of fear.
He's been so perfect. It doesn't matter how old he is. We just got to give him playing time.
Yeah.
Well, with Ryan Giggs, an exceptional talent at the age, battered defences, but still, Fergie had to take him out of the team because it protects him as a player and gives him mental strength to know that he can come in and make a difference and keeps him grounded. But also, it can also make a difference with injuries and keeping his fitness right. Would you not agree with all of that? Or would you just keep playing him because Adnan is a beautiful curler?
It's kind of... Would you want to take one of your best players away from a team, regardless of his age, regardless to how young he is, and when he came into the squad? Would you?
I don't know if you can say that though. You can't just say.
He was one of our best players against attacking when he came on when he played against Sunderland, when he played against Stoke. He came on and he changed the game, and he's only 8. You've only got to remember, yes, he is only 18, but if he changes a game, that's a game changer no matter how old he is. He can come on and.
Okay, right. Talking about games, we are going to play Fulham next. Who are their danger men?
Well, let's start. Can we start with Berbatov? It's hard to
place to start.
He's very lazy. We all know he's lazy, and he's been slated for being lazy.
Lazy.
But on his day, he could potentially be a massive factor in the game because he knows how United will play. Like from Ferguson Moyes, it won't change. He'll know how to tear the defense because he's played with them. So I think he's going to be one of the main ones for me. Anyway.
Fulham, honestly, they have 3 wins out of 7 matches so far they've played. But it's still an away match for United. And United have been very dodgy this season so far. But I'll be attending that match, and hopefully it will be a good result. So we'll see how that goes.
Put your money where your mouth is. What is your prediction?
I've gone for 3-1 to United, of course.
Nice.
A lot.
Okay, don't think we'll get another clean sheet then.
Not yet.
Okay. Pasha?
2-1, Sam.
Okay, to United?
Of course, man. It's all about Fergie. It's all about Moyes' boys right now.
I've got a bit of faith we can build on our clean sheet. Presume we can keep it. As long as we don't concede in the first 10 minutes, I think we'll be all right. And with Fulham's form as it is, with a 4-0 win with us, I reckon we'll take a 2-0. I'll be pleased with that. I've not been right yet, but I'm going with 2-0.
You're probably not going to be right for this one either. We're going to concede it.
Probably not.
Maybe.
All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much. Boom! You just watched the Fulham preview. Now, we've got lots more previews coming up, lots more brilliant content about Manchester United, so subscribe and then you'll get it first. You won't have to bother to search our name in the search bar and find it yourself. It will just be there for you. It couldn't be easier.